Hi, students. Today we're going to talk about something that is also quite important in Asia. And the headline goes US presses China over sea disputes. Okay, and as you can see here we have US, which means the United States, and China. Of course, you know what China is. And the presses. Presses means that you kind of, when you press someone, you kind of force someone or you try to give pressure. Well, you try to give, or you may say apply pressure on someone or to someone. So here it means that US, the United States, they give pressure or they apply pressure on China. And what is it about? Over. Over here means about or on. Sea disputes. Okay, and the disputes means disagreement. Disagreement. Okay, or quarrel. Okay, or sometimes we say fight or conflict. Well, there are many words that you can use. Fights, conflicts, okay, disagreement or disagreements or quarrels, okay, and sea disputes. And here we can look at the map. Okay, so you see here is China, and then you have Vietnam, and of course the Philippines, and then Malaysia, and of course we are here, Taiwan, okay, and the red dotted line, okay, you can see the red dotted line, okay, that you see here, it's the Chinese claim of their territory, their territorial waters. And as you can see, okay, China did it, but they did not really ask the other countries. And the line is pretty close to the Philippines and also to Malaysia and Vietnam. And of course, these countries, they're not happy. Okay, and US, well, the US, of course, well, the US government is not happy either. And that's why the US government, and this time that's an official, okay, that's the official, he said that the Chinese government should respect the other countries in this area called the South China Sea, okay, instead of saying that this belongs to us and this belongs to us, and well, they just don't ask any other countries. That's not a good way. And of course, why did the United States say this? It's also because the Philippines, okay, yeah, the Philippines, okay, the government of the Philippines have done something, and it's the president. The president called President Aquino, and he was interviewed, okay, President Aquino, and he was interviewed by the New York Times a few days ago. And the President Aquino, of course, was not happy about China. And the President Aquino accused, he kind of accused the Chinese government, and he tried to compare the Chinese government or China. He tried to compare China to the Nazi Germany. Okay, and the Chinese, of course, was angry and they fought back. They said President Aquino didn't know too much about politics, something like that. Okay, and then the US government said something. So it's something like, well, the countries, the Asian countries, they are like the smaller ones. And then finally, the US, the so called big brother. Yeah, the big brother finally says something. So the big bra finally said something. Okay, and well, of course, the U.S. just expressed their opinions, and we don't really know what the Chinese will do. But this time, this is something from the U.S., and because for the U.S., this part of the sea is very important because it has a lot to do with, what do you think? Yeah, it has a lot to do with trade and business. And of course, it's quite important for the United States. Yeah, when you talk about money, when you talk about economy, you talk about trade and business. Okay, and that's why the US government, they said something. Okay, so let's see what will happen next because this has been a problem for a very, very long time. And let's see if these countries, including us, these countries here, are wise enough to solve the problem. So that's all for today. See you next time. Bye.